Ya, porque ahorita ya está saliendo más, pero es nomás lo que se...
Like
Lo que
it,
la madera, todo.
you can
¿Cómo
see where
ves?
it fell through the SharkBite and the MIP for the whole part. Fucking failed. Look.
Ya, pero la L de allá abajo no está limpiando nada. Es de ese, mira, pero ahorita...
Like I said, this is a reason why, as a plumber, I'm paranoid to use SharkBites. Cause look at this. I don't know how long this was done or when it was done, but look at that. As you can see, it fell through the top and water's coming through there. And it's scary being a plumber because you could do all these repairs and then you could always get cheaper prices and you could get all this different quotes, and you honestly you don't even know what you're installing until years later when it actually does fail. So like I said, the only way you learn is through experience, and sometimes going through the cheaper option, which is these fucking things are not cheap. They're like triple, quadruple the price of a regular solder fitting, double the price of a pro press fitting. The only thing that it advertises anyone could do this, and any homeowner could do this, and it becomes a problem where if you don't change your pressure regulator on the daily, that's where it could, because like I said, it usually always fails on the hot side, and you would want to run the minimum pressure as possible. I say 50 psi. Be paranoid and run it at 40. So every 5 years, I would just change your pressure regulator just to have 40 psi going through your house. So, because then this would double the lifespan of these parts. Because like I said, where you could tell the installation you did, it's over years of. If it fails, like I said, you can see where it failed. And you don't want this because then it does so much damage. And me coming from experience, I learned what not to install because I'm just paranoid of getting leaks like that. You don't want to hear my theory about what's gonna fail, make all these private equity companies fail, because they're focusing so much on the sales practice, and they say like, oh, if we could charge 40-50% more than the competition if we offer all this warranty slash this and that, but all they care about is their bottom line and sales currently. But if you're offering a actual 5-year warranty, I don't think you know how long fucking 5 years is. And as you can see, that how that fucking fitting failed, who's responsible for that? And then if they're saying all this stuff and they're just saying all these sales tactics, and when it does fail, are they gonna really warranty, or are they just gonna be like, say all this stuff not to cover you? But I think that's what's gonna happen to all these big ass corporations that are spending. So they're teaching all their technicians on how to sell, but they're not teaching them how to install or get better and become better plumbers. And me being a plumber and been doing this forever, I see what fails, and that's why not even this company. I'm paranoid of installing this type of material. But if I don't install this material, then I won't get the job because then I'll be priced out of a quote. But then I educate my customers like, look, you're installing an inferior product that I have seen failed over time, and it's not just one brand; it's multiple brands. And the way you don't get failures like this is by changing your pressure regulator, keep it below like 60 psi, and being paranoid and having it at the bare minimum. But people don't listen to me, and I'm just like, yo, copper's the way to go. But it's 3-4 times more expensive sometimes, and people in this economy are not gonna be able to afford that. So if all these big plumbing companies that are getting bought out by private equity are doing all these sale tactics, writing all these contracts, I'm like, I don't think they know what they're getting themselves into. Because at this point, who is responsible for this failure? Or are they just gonna turn around and say it's all user error? You didn't do this, so we can't even warranty you. So at that point, they're just basically scamming you. They got you to pay more upfront and install the product that sucks. We have everything hooked up, and we hooked up to the pressure regulator. As you can see, we're over 100 psi. And a lot of people are like, oh, pressure regulators don't do anything. But I'm telling you, most of the time when I do see it fail, it's on the hot side and the pressure regulator failed and we're getting above 80 psi. And that 20 psi, as you can clearly see, and this is from my experience, it does do a difference in the failure rate on the hot side. But like I said, you could just not believe me. But we do have over 100.
For services in Oceanside or San Diego, call or text US Plumbing at 760-536-5056 or check out our website usplumbing.org.